Hello everyone, welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Dean Jones. I'm going to be going over this Forest River Rogue toy hauler today. It's a nice towable that we just got in on trade, so I thought I'd talk about it a little bit. The stock number on this unit's 5U210694 for reference. You can look that up on our website if you want to get more details on it. We're going to start at the front end here because there's a couple things to note. We do have a manual tongue jack that can be upgraded. We can do that here. But just as this is, it was kind of ordered a little bit less opted than normal, but it's still a really nice toy hauler. But just keep in mind, that is a manual tongue jack. You do have two 20-pound bottles of propane right here. But the guy did opt for extra power. So if you noticed here, you've got two battery boxes instead of the standard one. So that's been upgraded, so you have two deep cycle batteries on the tongue. That's going to last you a lot longer when you're out there kind of off grid. So that's something to note. We do have a diamond plate rock guard on this guy. Nice fiberglass front. A lot of these Rogues come with the metal siding, but this one was opted to be a fiberglass unit. So that is an upgrade. It's going to withstand the hail a little bit better. A little bit heavier, but it's, as you can see, it's real industrial. You're not going to get the hail dings you get on the metal ones. So coming around this corner, this was opted with the nice Yamaha NPS 4500 generator. That's going to keep you off grid. It's powered off the gas tank that we will show you on the other side. But that's a nice power plant. Real quiet. So we notice under here we do have manual stabilizer jacks too. So with that manual tongue jack, you do have the manual stabilizers. They work fine with the nice cordless drill and a 3/4 inch socket. But I'll have you notice underneath this guy, one of the best parts about him is he's enclosed and insulated right there. So you could definitely take this out into the late fall or early spring, do those hunting trips, whatever, because you do have that insulated enclosed underbelly. We do have an outdoor shower here. This is your water connection. You put city water connection or if you want to fill the tank. You do have a black tank flush, which is really, really nice. And we also have a nice spray port, which I'll show you the hose in a little bit. It's in the under storage there. So that's just a little quick, if you want to spray out your gate valves or any of that stuff. You do have a gray tank and a water tank, great tank valve. So that's where you dump your tanks there. Real easy to get to. You're not crawling under the trailer to hook that up. It's a real nice placement, and it's in front of the wheels, so you're not going to get all kinds of stuff on it from the wheels kicking it onto the back ones. This is where we put our, this is the input for your cable or satellite. Say you're at a campground, some kind of cable or satellite, those are your options there. We do have a furnace right here and a water here. This is a 6-gallon. This is I don't have the BTUs on this, but I can get that for you if you call me. What's really nice about this toy hauler is it's got a slide. Kind of rare in this kind of short unit, but we do have a slide and we'll get into that a little bit more in the inside. But you do have a double axle, 16-inch aluminum wheels, and you've got the split suspension and the leaves right there. That's going to make it ride a little better. This little doodad here is just for your vent hood on your oven in there. This is the access to your RV fridge. It's going to run on propane and electricity, so you got a dual RV fridge in this guy, and that's how you can kind of tell by looking at that guy. We do have 30 amp service. It's a 1 AC unit, but it does keep it plenty cool in there. But it is a 30 amps, and that's your shore power cord inlet. Here's your cross ventilation vent, but we'll get into that in a little bit too. You got your back stabilizer here, and this is where you store your sewage hose right there. So that's kind of a nice little out of the way place right there. Coming around the back, as you can see, this is where the party is. So you do have a nice cable down party deck, which this is how you can kind of tell that. If you don't see this setup here on a tailgate, that means it's not strong enough to have this system, and this one was ordered with that system. So you do have your safety rails. I do have a table out there. As you see, there's a little dome above the door. That's where you plug in a little Bluetooth camera. It's called a Furion backup camera. Comes with a little screen that you suction cup to your truck, the vehicle, and it just Bluetooths into there. There's no running wires. It's already hooked up to your 12 volt. So all you gotta do is buy the hardware, get it installed, pop that screen on your truck window, plug it into your lighter, cigarette lighter, or your 12 volt, and you're here. So it's kind of a nice deal there that's already pre-wired. Hasn't been put in yet, but we could do that here for you too. You do have a spring assist. I don't know if you can see this here, but this is a spring assist lid. You can kind of see it going down the middle here. Doesn't take a lot to open and close it. It's almost like a garage door that way. You have these big industrial springs there. So coming around this side, this is a really neat deal. This is your gas pump. I don't have my key with me, but you fill it up here. You do have your gas pump here, so you can fill up any quads, razors, motorcycles that you might be hauling in your toy hauler. You do have your fuel pump here. It'll tell you how much fuel you have, and you have the fuel pump. So, real simple solution. I like it on this side because that way you can monitor how much is going out. A lot of the toy haulers have it on the back side. Not to say there's a bunch of people stealing gas, but it's nice to know what's going on your gas pump. Someone forgot to put it away or forgot to turn the pump off. You're gonna hear it right here and you're gonna go turn it off and take care of it. It's a little easier on this side. You just gotta be careful with bonfires. You do have outdoor speakers. This is actually a little slide mount for a TV if you wanted to put the TV out here. You do have cable and satellite outlets, and you also have a 110 right there. So that's where you'd hang a TV, maybe watch the Super Bowl out here on a Super Bowl weekend. You do have dog latches. We got one here, and we've got one here if you wanted to let the dog hang out in the shade underneath your camper. It does have quite a bit of clearance for a toy hauler. I kind of like that part too. This guy here, that's just one of your tanks. This one comes equipped with a 15-foot power awning. It's really nice. You got the blue lights on the side to kind of keep you illuminated at night, but it's not going to keep your neighbors up. Kind of like that system there. First time I've seen that here. If you also notice, you do have roof mount solar prep. So what that means is they've got a thing up on the roof. If you wanted to put in solar, you just plug it right in. You're not tearing out walls and running wires to controllers. There's also a place that's pre-allocated for your solar controller. I'll show you that inside. Really nice system. They're getting ahead of the curve here. So I love that about Forest River. Oh, and then back in here, this is your storage. So that's your little spray port right there. I highly think this thing wasn't used very much because that should be in the actual container, but there's your spray port. You've got a lot of storage under here. It goes all the way under the bed there. It's unobstructed. You see this is a wood frame trailer, so it's really strong. But it's real simple. It's, as far as its dimensions, this guy is 33 foot 8 inches long. So it's just under 34 foot. It's 8.5 foot wide, and it's 12.5 foot tall. Your garage is going to be 15 foot, but we'll show you that in a minute. Your dry weight is 7,798 pounds. I'll show you that on the door jam. Your GVWR is 11,275. It'll carry 3,800 pounds. Your hitch weight is 1,057 pounds. So that being said, let's go inside and see what this thing has to offer inside. Nice and cool in here. So anyways, this is the inside of your toy hauler. You've got the outside party deck. We'll start back here. Got this table out here, but this table actually fits really nicely between those couches. Makes a nice little dinette if you want to dine indoors, or you can come out here and bring some chairs out, or you can even bring it out front. It's just a nice indoor-outdoor table that's supplied with the camper. These guys here, they just come over across this way. Then you got a little brace, and you connect these two, and you got a bed down here. This here is a manual drop down shock bed. I can't do it right now because I got something wrong with my neck. But you just pull these pins and you pull this down. You've got a bed here and a bed here. So you can sleep a ton of people in the back of this guy. It's a really easy system. You don't have to worry about your batteries being charged or hooked up to bring this bed down. If you're traveling, you just want to get in here and take a nap, you can just drop this manually. So you don't have to be plugged in. That's a really neat deal on this guy. It does come with a zip down barrier here with screens, windows, and flaps. So if you just want to make it privacy, you can do that. I've just got it half of it down so you can see it. But both these come down, zip down all the way around. Keeps this 100% free from bugs coming in, but it also gives you some ventilation, which is nice. Or you can just, on days like this where it's beautiful, you can just wind that up and you've got all this space. It just extends your camping space out here. So one thing to note, you do have plenty of D-rings in this guy. So I think this thing will take a four-seater RZR. It just depends on what your measurement is wide, because this slide does come in. But it's got plenty of length. You could put a lot of quads in this guy. You could definitely get a lot of toys in this. And you've got these mobile chairs. You can put those anywhere you want. You can put them in the hallway if you want to store them while you're putting your toys in here. I don't see evidence of a bunch of toys being in here. This particular camper has 26 hours on the generator. It's a 21. I think this has maybe been used once or twice, so it's a practically new trailer. You see like the tags hanging off the radio, the stickers. The oven I don't think has ever been used because there's still plastic on the front of that. But anyways, he also bought a brand new RV cover for this guy. So those are pretty expensive, and that's in the box. I don't think it's ever been unboxed because once you take it out, it's hard to get back in. They're real big covers, but this comes with that cover, so that'll save someone quite a bit of money. Those things aren't cheap. So anyways, we'll go into the kitchen. We have a nice little 8-cube fridge. It runs on propane and electricity. There's your freezer. A lot of room first off for the family. Again, this is a slide, so this gives you all that room, and your kitchen kind of gets out of the way. See the plastic on this guy? I doubt this thing's ever really been used. You do have a 3-burner propane cooktop, nice cast iron grill, night lights, and a nice oven here. Does come with a microwave, and this is that fan I was telling you about on the outside. So you do have storage. Again, it doesn't look like it's ever been anything stored in there, but got a nice cabinet there for your pots. Nice, you get your books. Drawer there. Nice little roller bearing guides on that guy. And you got a little overhead storage right here that goes all the way back in here towards your microwave. So you've got that too. Nice frosted glass. Kind of nice design feature. You do have this corner cabinet there. Nice place to put spices, what have you. Now this is a TV cabinet. It's kind of neat how they have this wallpaper. It looks like corrugated metal. It kind of gives it a nice touch. However, you just drop a TV in there. You mount this piece to your TV, drop it in there. You've got your hookups, your power, and your auxiliary hookups for your TV right here. So that's a really neat deal. We do have a thermostat. It's cooling as we speak. Going up to the ceiling, you'll see a couple things about this coach. You've got all LED lighting, and if you don't want them all on, you just simply touch them. So you turn them on by switch, or you can kind of, if you're reading over here, but someone's sleeping over there, you can turn these lights off, leave that one on, you're good to go. So you do have a ducted AC. Goes throughout the whole coach, and I think that's a 15,000 BTU Coleman. We have a little storage here. I guess you could put some riding gear, something like that in there. It's kind of shallow, but it's kind of that way by design in case you have a nice roll cage on your RZR or what have you. They didn't want all these cabinets sticking out too far, so they made use of what they had. It's a nice little cabinet there. I love the pulls. They're nice and easy to grab. Then we have a little bit more storage here. This is just a cover for the actual electrical over here, which I'll show you. So that is supposed to be there. It just wants to protect the wiring from getting snagged on stuff. But nice tight pulls, nothing rattling. We do have an entertainment center here. This is basically you can put You can Bluetooth into it. You have zones inside and out. So if you want to put music inside or out, you're more than welcome to do both or one or the other. Again, see, this is just, I highly doubt this thing has a whole lot of hours in it. There's just a lot of signs that this thing was very rarely used. So anyways, coming back around here, you've got the instrument panel. Well, not really, I mean, this is kind of a cool little dimmer switch for your awning lights. I don't know if you can kind of poke there, you can see it. So you can dim it all the way off or you can bring it all the way up, which is kind of neat. You've also got your awning inside and out button, so you can put it up or down. This is your slide room. This operates your kitchen slide. You also have these light switches. And again, you can use those and you can push the button on the LEDs to shut those off if you want. Now this kitchen is pretty neat here. You've got a really nice, cool looking, kind of a darker stainless farm sink. I think it adds a really nice touch. You do have a tension release sprayer. So it's not a hose with a weight that goes under here and gets all tangled up. All your motions right here, I love that. And this kind of acts as a counter extender. So if you look, you got plenty of counter space in this little guy. For something that's more of a hauler, you do have some utility in the kitchen here. So I think it's a really cool design. You got all that storage down there. That's your cold air return for your furnace. And there's no ducts in the floor. This is all coming through vents from the cabinetry and in the walls, and I'll show you back there. And what that does is that keeps all your stuff from falling in your vents, clogging up your stuff. You don't have any soft spots on the floor. When you're talking about a toy hauler, you have a lot of weight in this guy, so you don't want little square vents everywhere weakening your floor. So that's kind of by design. That's why you have these guys here. You do have some 110 behind here, which is nice. Again, your thermostat. This is where, if you do decide to opt for solar, there's a little sticker on the wall here and it says solar charge control location. So the wire comes from the roof and it sits in this wall. So what they would do is they just cut this out, mount your controller in flush into the wall, hook it up. You wouldn't have to pull this whole panel out and go fish wires around your coach. So that's kind of a nice deal if you want solar on this guy. I can see he probably didn't because he got the generator and it's usually one or the other, but you're more than welcome to put solar in if you want to be a little bit greener about it. So we're gonna go to the Jack and Jill bath now. Really nice bathroom. This is one of the better smaller camper showers I like, and I'll show you why. One, it's got a little bit lower shower pan. I'm 6'1", so sitting in here I can definitely feel that this is not feeling cramped right here because I got this big lighted skylight here. I can bring this up if I need to. This is really nice too because it's got this little door here. And what that means is I don't have to swing anything out. So it gives me a little bit bigger shower basin, gives me a little bit bigger bathroom feel. They got the nice foot flush toilet right there in the corner that's really, really nice. You do have a vent here, but this is the bathroom. You're not going to be putting your toys around here. So this is going to heat your bathroom. You do have a fantastic fan that'll actually absolutely just exhaust any steam or hot air when you're trying to cool this bad boy off. Really nice big medicine cabinet. I don't know if you can get a look at that. Nice deep sink, nice vanity, a little bit of storage down there. And then you've got that's for your fan, that's your light, and then you have a GFCI over here. Nice big mirror. Then you got some storage over here for towels, linens, that sort of thing. And again, every light in here you can just push on and off if you need to. This is a jacket. And enter your bathroom at night or not bother anybody here, you do have that choice. And you got a nice little bedroom up here. It's nothing too crazy. But what's nice about this one is you've got this nice, I think this is a RV Queen, but you can actually walk right here through it. So that's kind of nice. It's a little easier to make. You've got USBs here and over there. Both have out and in. His and her wardrobe cabinets. And you've got this little bit of storage. I kind of like they did this. there's just a lot of little things that you don't access all the time, sheets, other stuff like that. They took advantage of this little dead space up here across the top. I thought that was pretty neat. You do have AC ducting in here, heat ducting in here, an on and off switch, and you do also have a place for a TV backer. Right here you can put a little mount, plug your TV in there. You do have your satellite feed there, but it's a lot of times they put them over here and everyone's got to look this side of the room, but this is kind of nice. It's on the foot of the bed wall, so I kind of like that. You do have what's really also interesting about this coach is this is your fuse panel. It's going to have your 110 stuff here, and your fuses right here. As you see this little red light, there's a fuse that's blown right here. That's identifying it. I was going to switch it, but I kind of think it's cool that you can actually see which one you're looking at, so you're not pulling all these out and trying to put them back in and getting all these little contacts loose. So anyways, yeah, we need to replace one, but that just identifies where the problem is, and fuses go out once in a while. I think I try to start the generator with a load on it, but at any rate, you do have a shut-off for the whole coach right there. And what's nice is sometimes you forget where these shut-offs are. That you're always going to know where this is because you're going to see it every day getting up out of bed and stuff like that. So one more thing to note, we do have pleated shades in this guy. Oh, I don't want to. Comes up and down. So those are nice little upgraded deals. And then one more thing I'll have you look at. This is the start and prime remote control for your generator out there. I'll let you get a shot of that. That's about it for this guy, but I will go over some more stats on it. Again, it's a Forest River Vengeance Rogue 26VKA 2021 model. It is a fiberglass unit, so not to be confused with the metal ones. There's a lot of metal ones just like it out there. It's 33.8 long, 33 feet 8 inches. It's 12 feet 5 inches high, 8.5 foot wide. Your garage is 15 foot from here to the tailgate. Your dry weight, I'll have you actually take a picture of it right here. It's right here at 7788. That's how this one was weighed. Your cargo can be actually 3449. I thought it was 38, sorry, I was looking at the metal one. So anyways, you got a fresh gallon tank of 94 gallons. You've got 38 gallons of black storage, 38 gallons of gray, and your fuel capacity will hold 30 gallons. So that's the Rogue, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Oh, you can call me on this one. My name is Dean Jones. My direct number is 303-684-3424. My cell number directly is 720-347-7063, or you can always email me at dean.jones@transwest.com. Thank you.